starts recording. To pause it, press that. There we go. So we'll do that afterwards.
The first thing I need to do is take the cover off the...
Yeah, we can do that after, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to get dirty hands.
Oh, I'm recording, I didn't mean to.
You're recording? Are you
yeah,
ready?
I am now.
Yeah, right. So, have you towed anything before, or was it a while since you towed? Or?
It's a while since I've towed.
Yeah. So what you probably remember is that kind of hitch, which that locks onto your tow ball.
Yeah.
This pit here will be different. Probably didn't have this kind of stabiliser. You might have had a bar stabiliser on the side if you had one of them.
Yeah.
But this one, it's actually part of the hitch.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold the caravan on your hitch, on your tow ball, sorry, but it actually operates as a stabiliser.
Yeah.
If you load it incorrectly, which isn't too bad with this one, if you put a load of weight behind the axle, obviously the back end can start doing it. Have you heard of snaking?
Yeah.
This is there, it will slow it down, it won't prevent everything, so it's there just to slow down the movement of that and that.
Yeah.
Okay, it works off friction off your tow ball, so your tow ball needs to be paint free and grease free.
Right.
Okay, don't put grease on it.
Yeah.
If you tow any other trailers, they normally have a grease, or you need to grease the ball, but if you do not grease it, or if you do get it towing something else, it needs grease on it, make sure you clean it off.
Right.
Okay, I'll show you the operation of these afterwards when we connect it to the car.
Yeah, okay.
13 pin electrics. You can see that there, that obviously connects in and turns. That centre ring there, you have to be very careful you don't misalign it. So when you're taking it out of that, you need to turn it fully left before you pull it out. If you don't, that can misalign by about, a fraction like that.
Yeah.
It's nearly impossible to get back in. So I'll show you that when we connect up. Breakaway cable, obviously a very important feature. If the caravan comes off the back of off your tow ball, that's there to pull your handbrake on. So when that is connected correctly, that will snatch the handbrake on. And it's called a breakaway cable is because that will actually the cable will snap, or the connection will snap, so the caravan's separate from your car. Obviously, when you come to a stop. Okay, handbrake operation similar to your car one.
Yeah.
Or similar. And jockey wheel, and obviously jockey wheel clamp. So obviously make sure that is secure, because the last thing you want to do is this sliding down and then the wheel dropping onto something like that and smashing that.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Happy with that bit? Right, your gas locker. When your previous van, if you run it on gas, you probably had a regulator on the end of the hose that connected straight to your gas. This has an onboard regulator. Okay, which is that. Okay, that you can use propane or butane, so the orange or the blue bottle off that one. You're going to need the particular one that you use. I'm not sure what gas you're using.
It's
a
butane, blue one.
Yeah. So you're going to need, this is mine. You're going to need a one that's going to connect to your gas.
Right.
Okay. So you won't have a regulator on there. It's just a hose like that with a connection just to click onto your cylinder, depending on what type you have. Okay. There's a little on-off switch there, which you don't use that as an on-off switch.
No,
you always turn it off on top of the gas.
Discovered that in my camper van.
Yeah, that's it. Right, yeah. You see, well, why is it not working? And then you've turned it on and it's not. What I tend to use that for is just if I'm changing over cylinders, I'll switch that off just to get the pressure in the system. Then obviously remember to turn it back on again once you've connected to your other gas bottle. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, down this side. You happy with the front of it?
Yes. Well, yes.
Yeah. Quite happy. How about levelling it? Are you quite happy on how to level the van?
Well, I don't know if it's changed since I used to.
It's got to be fairly
wind down
simple.
the jacks steadies they're called now, aren't they?
Yeah.
They used to be called jacks.
Well, you should always level it before you start winding them down, because that's not there to level it. So you should always level it first. So side to side, obviously important.
Yeah.
If you go on hard standards, they tend to be level side to side.
Yeah.
If you're on a grass, obviously it can be undulating, so likely it could be down one side or the other. The only way you can level it side to side is by using ramps or blocks of wood to lift the one side that's down or the other.
Oh, I can have the ramps that are in my camper van as well.
Yeah, right. So yeah, obviously that kind of thing. Yeah,
yeah.
Obviously you can use either your motormobile or your car to lift it, to push it onto the ramp or off the ramp. So once you level it side by side, you can level it front to back. So using the jockey wheel, winding it up or down. So obviously a spirit level will be useful as well.
Yeah.
To make sure it's level front to back. Then once you've done that, then you can put the legs down, there as steady as you call them, and they will. All they do is steady it. They don't lift the van, so don't try and lift it, especially if you've got a puncher. Do not use that, because the frame, obviously the chassis can obviously damage that and obviously strain it. Okay. So once you've got the legs down, then you can obviously get in. Right, Andy, what you got there? Oh, key for this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, better put that in there then. Okay, so you're happy how to level it?
Yes.
Yeah, happy with that bit, right.
I mean, I'm going to have to play with it, but yes.
Yeah, well that's it. It's obviously nothing's nothing's going to come to you straight away. Obviously, obviously you got your video to look back on. If you go on YouTube as well, there's a lot of good videos on YouTube how to do things as well.
Yeah.
Okay, water in. Okay, so you need an ack roll. Obviously this is ours. To get the water pipe out, there's this trigger. You just pull the trigger, pull that. There's no water pump on the end of here. The water pump is actually on board. So this is just a pipe to draw the water out of your water container. Put it in, you just click it. Just clicks in.
Before you put it in. Oh, so you can't actually pour it in?
No, it's got to draw. No, it's not like a motorhome where you may have an onboard tank and you use a hose to fill it.
Yeah.
No, it's got to draw water out of a container, or you can have a direct from a tap to that kind of connection.
Yeah.
It's got to have a reducer in the pipeline somewhere, so you don't, because if you put mains pressure through a van, it might blow pipes. Okay.
Yeah. So I need to buy an aqua roll.
Yeah, you can need a water container of some kind. Yeah, aqua rolls, but rolly type. Obviously, that's the easiest to work on.
Yeah.
You can also, again, the direct to tap one, where you can actually connect it to the side of your aqua roll. So it's got like a bullcock type valve.
Yeah.
You can put a connection direct to, see the bollard there, you've got a hose there, which it'll obviously fill the aqua roll, like the toilet system kind of thing, where the bullcock will then shut the water off. As you draw water into your van, obviously the bullcock goes down and fills your aqua roll back up. But you need to be on a certain pitch to do that. Okay, this is your vent for your gas boiler. It also runs on electric. That's the cover.
Yeah.
If you want to run it on electric, you don't need to take the cover off. If you want to run it on gas, obviously you need to take the cover off. If you don't take the cover off, all it'll do is just shut the system down so it won't be heating on gas. Okay?
Well, that was the same system on my camper van, which I just left that off and never put it on.
Yeah, it's probably better for travelling to leave it on, actually drive with it on, rather than it obviously it keeps dirt and road dirt and everything else like that out. Okay.
Right. Yes.
All right. Battery locker. Obviously we're running off our battery and our electric. Obviously that's connection. Obviously normally it'll stop in there, unless you want to take it out to. If you've got it in storage, you want to take it out to be charged. This type one, you just flick it up and it comes off easy, so you don't use a spanner to actually connect the battery.
So it doesn't come with a battery?
No.
I've got to buy a battery?
Yeah, you have to buy a battery,
so
You're going to need something of this size as well, about 110 amp hours, because you've got a motor mover as well, so you can need a decent sized battery. Okay. With the electrics, obviously you've been camping, but always connect to your van first, and then obviously fully unwind it and connect to your bollard. If you do it the other way around, connect to your bollard first, you've got a live cable in your hand, and if you're walking across wet grass or whatever, you may have a shock.
So does that mean I've got to have that door open when it's connected?
No. See that slot there? Obviously, we've just got it there for ease.
Yeah.
But that will slot in there, and then the door will close over the top of that.
All right.
Okay. No, it's just how we have it, because obviously it's for ease. Because obviously having things like the battery outside. Right. Okay. Motor mover I will do afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to be
wastewater outlet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got your sink and your bathroom, whatever. Your bathroom sink, your kitchen sink, and your shower all come out. Them two outlets there.
Yeah.
Okay. Toilet. So just mind yourself. I'm just going to down coming in.
That's.
Right, so
I can do
toilet
that.
cassette, is that similar to one you had previously? Yeah, they're a standard fit. Are you in? Right. So you're happy how that works?
Yeah.
Straightforward enough. Flush tank.
Oh, wait a minute. It's not quite the same. It's not exactly the same.
The cassette is going to be similar, I would think.
Yeah, the cassette's the same.
Yeah. The flush tank may be slightly different, as in.
Oh, yeah.
So that's your reservoir for your flush tank. Okay. There is a drain here for your flush tank. So yeah,
what's inside that?
It's just a reservoir. So you imagine a container beyond that. That's just like a hole.
Which I need to fill.
So pink chemical.
Yeah,
and water in there.
And it's just, I can pour it in there.
Yeah, just pour it in there. Yeah, you can use something like I don't know, you can either use watering can, or I tend to use like a 2 litre water bottle and just use that, and that's usually enough. Yeah. Okay. There is a drain there. You see this plug here?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's in the winter. Make sure you drain it down.
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't, if you've got, say, half full, I wouldn't try and drain it all out of there, because you could be there for a while waiting for that to drain down. So flush it through, either into that container, into your waste container, or another container.
Yeah.
Okay. Line yourself in the cable on the gas hose. So there's not a lot around this side apart from obviously you've got your plate, which gives you tyre pressure. Obviously wheels are very important. Obviously checking wheel nuts is very important also. I haven't got my torque spanner here still in the cupboard, but you need to check them before each trip away. It's around about 115 newton meters on this one. I will check this before you leave. Okay, so it is very important. Obviously the last thing you want is wheels coming off, which have happened in the past to some caravans, but obviously we go through the process. We have at least three engineers during the PDO. 3 engineers will check it, individually check it, and they will sign each time, and then I'm the last person to check it. Obviously it doesn't stop you from checking it obviously before you go away next time. Okay, right, inside, hopefully it'll be a bit warmer. Just inside the door, look, that's your awning light. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right, you like to go inside? It's definitely a bit warmer in there.
Oh, it is.
Well, you better have
The heating's on.
A bit cold again today. It's been like that all week. Right. Oh yeah, definitely a bit warm in here. Oh, that's nice. There's a little light under there, lights things up. Right, so as we come into the van, obviously normally before you use it you need to switch the 12 volt systems on, which is this control panel here. Okay. At the moment the control panel's asleep because obviously you can see lights obviously operating. I can press any button just to light it back up again. So that is your power button, that switches your 12 volt systems on and off. That's showing it's on. Water pump's showing it's switched on. So that's the button to switch your water pump on and off. Electric is connected, so that's 240, and leisure battery is connected. If I press view levels, that will tell me what the leisure battery is doing. Okay, obviously because it's connected to a 240 charger, and that's why it's showing around 13.5 volts. Obviously your normal battery's around about 12.5, obviously unless you've run it down a bit. Okay, yeah. To switch your 12 volt systems on and off, you just press that button. So that's 12 volts off. You can see now that there's a light still lit at the front. That runs off 240. Right. Okay. So if you haven't got 240 connected, that light won't work. Okay, so that switches your 12 volt on. Okay? Right?
Yeah.
Right. So normally, the first thing we normally do when we first get into your van is obviously get the water system up and running. Down here, you can see in the corner is your water boiler. So obviously you've got your vent outside. The drain for your water system is that yellow lever switch there. You see that? Yeah? Yeah. The position it's in at the moment is allowing water, so that's closed, so it's allowing water to run around the system. If you lift it up into that position, so all you do is just tip it up into that position, that will drain the water out. So obviously very important for winter is to make sure that is open and the water is drained. At the same time as opening the taps to centre, fully open, and obviously drain your water out. What I tend to do is on the end of each trip away, as I'm driving home, I'll have that open, and as it's driving down the road, hopefully it's draining the water out. Obviously that bit of movement out helps it come out. Yeah. Plus you'll probably have drivers waving at you because you've got water dribbling down this from underneath your van.
I do that with the wastewater. I don't normally do it with it.
Yeah. Well, also obviously because it's at the front, it's a huge van, but that extra weight at the front, you can lose obviously when you're driving down the road. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. That's your motor mover control box, which is that there. Then what we got here is your consumer unit. So I'll just open the front flap to show you that. There we go. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's your consumer unit. And that is the info note there. So you've got your 240 trips, which is the info note there to say what they're connected to. 12 volt fuses. Different switches there to operate. So that operates your water heater on electric. That is the isolator for your room heater on electric. That's your charger. So with that switched on in 240 connected, it will charge your leisure battery. Yeah. That one there is just a light. That will light up if you go on the continent. Things are slightly wired differently over there. You put your power, connect your power in, come in, have a look. If that is lit, then it is reversed. So their power is slightly different. So you're going to need an adapter to operate off their electrics. Okay. Then we've also got.
Tell me that again, because that's what I'm precisely doing.
You're going on the continent. Yeah. So as I said, they connect their electrics slightly different. Some of their sites across there now have changed to similar to ours. So what has happened? They've got the electrics the opposite way round. Okay. Yeah. So that's what it says, reverse polarity. Oh, so yeah. So you connect your cable in. Yeah. And you'll see that if that does light up, then you're gonna have to pull your power out and get a adapter. Normally it's a simple adapter just to change from positive to negative the other way around. Okay.
Oh, okay. So I probably need to get one before I go.